Hello guys, welcome back to my video. Today we're back at making the survival game. It's been a while since I've made an episode for the survival tutorial series. Today we're gonna fix some bugs that we encountered last episode because last episode was extremely long. Couldn't have time to finish it. Today we're gonna finish it, and if we have time, we could make something like some kind of log. So for example, if you pick up a beef, then it should appear on the side over here. Over here said you got 1 times raw beef, something like that. It like notifies you what you got. But before we do all of that, we'll fix some bugs from the last episode. The first bug is kind of annoying, you know. Let me pick some stuff up over here, like this. Let me show you. See this mining stick? I'm gonna equip it, for example, in slot number 1. This one. Right now, this is the first slot. I can also equip it on different slots, just the exact same item in multiple slots. The second bug is, for example, let me drop all of this stuff. Drop. See, when something moves from behind, this still stays here. All of them is still equipped. Hold on, let me wait. Hold on, what happened? Okay, I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna show you another bug. Let me take apple, coconut, and beef. I'm gonna equip this apple. I'm gonna equip this apple, slot number 1. This equip it to slot number 2, and this equip to slot number 3. If I right click it at the apple, everything moves to the beginning, and here the slot doesn't update. The equipment part doesn't update. We're gonna fix that too. First of all, we're gonna limit the amount of slots you can equip for one item. See, and do this. Once you pick up an item and equip it to another, like this over here, and if you equip it to, like, I don't know, 5, this goes away. Any copied references, we're gonna switch over to that other one. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let me bring this forward and do this. Wait, it froze again. Keeps on freezing for some reason off cam. And now get the inventory reference or whatever. The inventory reference, from what I remember, is this inventory. Yes, this loss over here. But yes, actually this one. We need the HUD, not the actual. Oh my god, why is it freezing a lot? Yes, here we go. Now we need to get the HUD, the player's HUD. In order to do that, we need to get the player. From what I remember, yes, get the player, then get HUD, or what do you call it? UI. I don't think I have made it so that I can get the actual HUD UI widget. Yes, I call it UI widget, but let me see here. As you can see here, before we start, we need to do this. I'm gonna do this, expand this. We're on the first person character actually. We in the begin play, we'll see the HUD UI we made a long time ago. We could disconnect these two over here and promote the return value to a variable. Yes, and I'm gonna call it HUD reference, like this, HUD ref. And attach this, this is very important, or else the UI won't show. Now that the player has the reference for the UI, the HUD, we can get here HUD underscore ref. We do get here over here, and we need to open the HUD ref. We want to check something inside that. As you can see here in the HUD, there is like 9 slots, and we need the Hotbar box. This one. What have I done? Okay. So we do Hotbar box. We do that, and we do get children. Get children. Where is it? Get all children. Yes, and do a for each loop. This would loop through all. Now this one, I'm gonna put this at the end and complete it. This will loop through all the slots and see if if it has matching if the reference ID is reference index for the slot is the same as this one, the one we are trying to equip, and if it is like that, it removes it, so that after the loop completes, it like replaces it with a different one. You will see what I mean. So now we do cast to what do we call it? Hotbar slot. Yes, we do this and do get slot index and check if it's equal to this slot index over here, the same one from the new slot we're trying to equip, and do branch over here. If it's equal, we reset it back to the default. The default, from what I remember, is -1. Let me make sure that's correct. Yes, all of them are -1. Now we have to set this like that. Set slot index to be -1. If I set this to 0, it's gonna equip the first slot. So if I play right now, if I try to equip this to multiple slots, it won't work. See? Wait, no, it works. Come on. Why do you work? Oh wait, I did this in the wrong location. That's not the place we should do it. This occurs when we do this. See, when I try to equip, as soon as I click the button, not the actual thing. See, it does this, not the thing we did. So this is the wrong place to do it. Again, put this all back together and bring all of this stuff with me in a different location. Then move this. No, move this. Detach the equal over here and bring it back to its place. It's in the parent slot ref. I'm gonna select all of that, Control X, and go to the parent slot reference, which is the slot widgets. It's in the slot widget, I think. Or wait, no. It's in the inventory, right? I forgot. It's been a really long time. Yes, I think it's over here. Yes, it's over here. Yes. Okay, since there is a branch over here, is gonna like be a pain to organize everything back, because I have to copy and paste this. Why did I write the code like this? Why did I do that? You might have to delete all of this and keep only one, so that we can modify it so that it would work. Okay, first of all, let me remove this. Remove all of these except this one. Do not remove it completely. Leave this only this singular one. Delete. We take this and attach this to the complete right over here, the one we could just copied from the other place. Okay, the equipping slot is the same as the slot index we did before, so we can just see this equipping slot we attached. We can just drag it over here like so. Let me move this down so that it would fit like this. And now we made this monstrosity over here. Let me attach this. Okay, I have to make space. Oh no. One day I'm gonna make an episode that would fix all the issues with this project. After I made all the things on all the changes I made. So now we're copying and pasting all of these. Let me copy all of these, paste it like that, and attach them one by one. Do not skip one, and do not switch them one. Do not skip one, and do not switch with the others, so that you won't get confused. And this is the last batch over here. I have to bring these down to fit it properly. This is the worst kind of code I've ever seen in my entire life. Anyway, now we did this. We're not finished with the fixing. See, All of them now have index of 0 because we have deleted the old ones and replaced it with the same thing over and over again. Leave the first one at 0. Basically, you can see, since what I said last episode, as you can see here, the input is 1, so just remove 1 and put 0. If this is 2, remove 1 and the answer will be 1, like this. You know, just 1 less. Put 2, not 1. And do this all the way to the bottom. And we're done. The 8th one, not the 9th one. As you can see here, this giant piece of code, this hopefully should work. I'm gonna grab this apple, yes, and equip it to slot 1, then slot 2. Still, it's broken. For some reason, it's broken. Instead of using this, oh no, I have to change this for all of them. I have an idea that is gonna like mess up the code. Wait. Attach all the for loop into this singular piece of nodes or whatever we call it. Now that all of them are connected, this is the last one over here. Delete those ones that are not used because we don't actually need them. You know why I combine them all together? Because I'm actually gonna delete this, but don't delete it like press delete, and because all the connections will get disconnected. I want to show you something over here. Now I have deleted all of them. I'm gonna instead do this. Get all widget of class. Remove top level only and select the hotbar slots like that. But now it's not pure function or whatever you call it. I'm gonna put this up here like that. Let me move this. This is the ugliest type of visual programming over here. Look at this. What the hell is this? The reason doesn't work because this is not how you do it. I am directly changing it from the slot index variable. I'm supposed to do it this way, this specific way. So I'm gonna copy this and paste it over here. Type in the item -1, or no wait, yes, type -1, and the index is going to be this. Hopefully if I do this would work. I'm gonna do this for all of them. So you see here, item, you can just copy and paste. That's it. Oh my god, I have a better way to do this. I just found a better way to shorten this up. But I have to change this again. I have to change the looping again. I have to delete this again. It's annoying. I'm gonna delete this. Delete this too. What am I doing right now? I apparently do not know how to make things. I keep deleting and re-adding things. So now I'm gonna do this. Get the player ref. Actually no, I have this already over here. Index array like that. And now things are gonna be easy. If this is equal to, not the index, no, the array element is equal to the equipping slot, do this. This should work. Let me see. The first one only. But if you do this on other slots, it won't work. If I equip this to slot number 2, then equip it again number 1. Yes, it works. Now I have to copy all of this to every single one of those. I should have tested before I actually show you how to do it. And here we go again, and I have to delete all of these, then copy this, and remember to change this index to the number over here -1. Now that I copied all of these again, I have to type this again and set this, leave this 0. The next one is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and the last one should be 8. Or you know what I mean. I'm gonna see you after I finish this all. Now we're here, we're done. We're at the bottom. Make sure that all the index are correct. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Until it reaches 8. So now if I equip this to the number 1 slot, equip this number 2, and if I try to equip this on slot number 1, the other one goes away and gets swapped by this. So you can't now equip the same item in multiple slots, but you can do this. See, if I equip this to 2 and equip the other apple, this 2 are separate items. Equip this to slot number 5, they stay. But if I try to equip the same thing to 4, it swaps. Yes, we fixed one bug, finally we fixed a bug. Now as you can see here, if I equip this to slot number 1, this slot 2, slot 3, 4, 5 and 6, you know what I mean, this is still a bug. This one I'm gonna fix it in later episodes. If I, for example, eat this apple over here, I press right click, things move around here. Even if I do the see, where's it? Hello? Okay, it broke. I have to sprint around. See, if I right click, this gets eaten and removed, but those on the other sides won't update at all. Nothing works properly. So we're gonna make it so that you see, after I eat this, if I, for example, drop this, everything moves to the left. So I'm gonna make it so that all the slots de-increment if it's greater, if its index is greater than what we just did. Now we do get Hotbar. I don't know why I'm spelling wrong this badly. And do a for each loop over here. For each loop, we do for each loop over here. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna make this a function. Let me copy this player ref. I'm gonna make this a function after I finish writing all of this. Or actually, let me do it now. Right, select it all, collapse to a function, and we call this function. We call this function the increment, or I don't know how to spell it. The increment slots. I don't know what to call it. Slots with an S, because this won't make sense. If I type ed increment. Wait, how do you spell the increment? Decrement. There's no N. Decrement, like this. I'm gonna put this when you consume the food and when you drop the food. Over here, decrement slots. And now over here we have this. We take the slot index, move this above. Okay, let me see. If the element is greater than the slot index, we will de-increment. Will this work? We do this. Where is it? Okay, we have to do this. Set array element from the hotbar index array. Set array element. The index is gonna be this from the for each loop, and the item is gonna be the array element -1. Like this. I compile and save. If I, for example, let me see over here. If I equip this to slot number 1 and this to slot number 2, if I click over here and drop, for some reason it broke. I'm gonna try to do this if it's greater and equal. Maybe that will fix it. Take an item and another item over here and drop this. Wait, no, I have to pick it up first. Like this. I move this to slot 1 and this to slot 2. If I accidentally ate it. Come on, let me relaunch. Maybe something broke. I'm gonna equip this to 1 and equip this to 2. If I click here and drop, yes, it worked properly this time. Finally, see, you should not do greater than. You do greater than and equal, or that, or else things will duplicate again. Now we fixed 2 bugs over here. What other bugs did we have to fix right now? Oh yes, now that we can right click to consume the food, but that won't trigger this thing. Where is it? In the drop menu over here. Decrement slots won't happen if you right click the food or press Q. So we have to do it. You have to do it, like seriously do it. In order to do that, I'm gonna open the drop item. Instead of doing it in the drop menu over here, see, how do I know if this bug exists? Because as you can see here, I'm gonna grab the items over here, equip this to 1, 2, and 3. See, if I press right click or Q, what is it? Q, no, but Q. See, it won't work properly. Things move down. We have to do this instead of outside over here. It's gonna be inside the drop item and inside the consume food. The reason this won't work properly because I placed it in a drop. I placed the function in the drop menu instead of something more reasonable. So instead, I'm gonna see the slot index in the decrement slot. I'm gonna put this over here and call this, delete this, and call this slot index, so that we can use it anywhere we want. And then, as you can see over here, right click and cut the decrement slots. As you can see, if I compile right now, this should show error. Delete the old ones we just made. Now we compile and save. Now we bring this to the inventory widget and paste it. Click on one of the functions over here and press paste. If I compile now, it works, still works. Now that we place it over here, we can now get the function from over here, from the first person character. We're in the first person character, and when it drops over here, we need to decrement the slots. It's inside the inventory right now. We moved it into the inventory. Here, the inventory widget. We get the inventory widget ref in the first person character and do decrement slots. Slot index is gonna be this over here, slot index. And the same goes for consuming the food. Control C this, copy that, and where is the food consumption? Yes, over here. Is that it? Change hunger. Yes, this one. I'm gonna paste it over here. Just to make things neat, I'm gonna put this over here and do that. It's not neater, but it's more like comes right after removing item from inventory. I want that. It doesn't matter as long as it's after remove item from inventory, it will work. Now that we added the decrement slot, we need to put the slot index over here. This is the slot index. Once we compile and save, we try to play now. Hopefully this works. If I go take this and that, equip those to slot number 1 and 2, and then drop this, this stays in one place. Doesn't move backwards or whatever you want. See, it stays. Equip this to slot number 1. And now we try to press Q. It works perfectly fine. Equip this to number 1, it swaps instead of copying. Now we fixed it finally. Now we're gonna add something new over here. We need to create a new widget. Yes, a new widget. Actually, no, we don't have to. We need to create a widget, but not a whole entire widget. We're gonna make it like a sub widget over here, the same as the slots and the stuff. Only something small. Now we're gonna make a box, a vertical box. A vertical box over here. Right, place over here. Make it this big, like this. Right now it's gonna not be that animated. You see, when you, for example, you pick up, and this is what we're gonna make. For example, if you pick up an apple from the ground, a text will appear here telling you that you picked up an apple, and it tells you how much you picked up. And then after a while it fades out. This is how we'll do it. Now we have to make a scroll box inside the vertical box. Scroll box because we can make it so that it only goes down. Well, now we need to hide the scroll thingy, not allow the player to scroll around this, because it's much more polished like that. Scroll bar visibility, we turn this off. See, we do not hit testable, which one, self and all children, so that we cannot touch it. And the conceal mouse wheel we put as never, so that we would never ever try to use it actually. And also allow right click drag. Before we add stuff inside, we will not add stuff inside. We make this as variable, and we call this text box. I don't know what to call it. We're gonna call it pick up text box. That's what we're gonna call it. Pick up text box. That's what we're gonna call it. And now after we made this, let me make some space for that. This is kinda small, you know. Where is it? Over here. We'll make some space over here like that. And we forgot about the anchoring. The anchoring is above there. If I left it there, the anchor would change depending on the size of the monitor. So I'm gonna do this in the anchors, selecting the vertical box, so that stays in one position the whole time. Apply and save. Now we have to make a new sub widget. So don't worry, the sub widgets won't be as complex as the slot widget. It's much simpler. I'm gonna make this. We call this text message underscore widget. Then we open that. Why is it so small? I'm gonna put this over here, and now we remove this canvas panel that comes by default. We delete that, and we have nothing. And we change the fill screen to desired. Yes, says you see no boxes or nothing because it's empty. So we place a text block or text box over here. Not editable, not this one, no, this one, text. Now it's over here, the text block. We give it like, let me show you the example. Like for example, I will do this, apple, like that. That's what will appear when you pick things up. Let me give it a different font. See, there is no fonts over here, but if I go to view option and enable engine content, we see new fonts. The regular Roboto font, and this is Drawing Sans more. I like this font. It looks like some coding styled font, you know, Drawing Sans. Now this is just an example. I'm gonna make this as variable because this is important. If you don't do that, you can't change anything in the text. We call this, we name it text box, or actually item text box, like that. Then we add a new variable over here. We call this text, and we set the variable to text. Yes, it's all text. We make this, we see this I over here, we enable that, make it as editable, and expose it on spawn. We delete all of these and leave only event construct. And in the event construct we do this, get the text box we just made, item text box, and set text. I said text like a billion times already. I just created this sub widget and we said it like a billion times. Attach this directly like that. That's it. If you don't want it polished, leave it just like that. If you want like in a smooth animated, like when it appears and after a while it smoothly fades out. This way looks better. So I'll make a new animation down there and call it fade out. Fade out. Click on that. As you can see here, there's like some sort of timeline over here. And from 0, where is it? Over here we add the track for the item text box over here. From this we add a sub track, the track for the track, you know. And it is render opacity, yes. So right now it's at 1. It stays. You see this thing appear over here. You move to whatever. No, don't change that. Leave this green at 0 so that works properly. We move this cursor over here to whatever, how long you like. For example, I wanted to stay for 3 seconds, then fade out. So you see this plus thingy over here. Click it. Now there's like point A to point B. It stays the same the whole time. See, if I try to play right now, nothing happens because both the dots have the same value. If I change this to, for example, 0, not over here. Wait, I have to move this cursor over here and set this to 0. This would happen. Since as soon as it's created, it fades out. We don't want like it to be like that. We have to stay for a while for us to see. And after over here, we make another one in 4 seconds and give this opacity of 0. So now if I play like this, it stays out for a while like that and fades out. This looks much better. And now we take the fade out animation we created and do play animation, just like that. And we don't want to restore state because it's not necessary. As you can see over here, the entire length of the animation is 4 seconds. As you can see here, the red line over here, this is where it ends, and the green line is where it starts at 0. We can't start it at negative because that's not how logic works. And the 4 seconds over here, after over here we do, let me delete this, we don't need that. We add delay, the same as the length of the animation, 4 seconds. And then we do remove from parent, which removes the entire widget. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like in this thingy over here. We go to user created, and I'm just gonna show you. It's just preview. See, it goes up. We don't want that. So in the, you see this pickup text box, the one we created, and the vertical alignment over here, we click this one, vertically aligned bottom, like that. Now it's always at the bottom, no matter what. But let's delete this Apple thingy. See, if I play, I'm gonna show you. If I play, it doesn't show anything because I've set this to nothing over here. I forgot to change that. See here the text, I'm gonna put anything. I'm gonna just type in jumble over here, and see this text. After a while, it fades out, and it's gone. We delete this. Now we don't need like a preview of it. We should not put this over here. Now every time when you pick up the item, it adds the text to it with the name you want. So in the first person character, go to event graph and then pick up item over here. We do this, as you can see over here. Over here we add, well, actually let me make a function, because, well, actually it's not necessary. You don't need to make a function. We do this. We do create widget. We call this text message. This appears. What this wants is the amount and everything. The text or the name of the item we just pick up. Well, actually, let me do this before the destroy actor, because this is gonna break things if we do it. It might break things. I'm not sure. It might break things if we do it after the destroy actor. So we see this, the idea. We do get item info. We split this. Why is it not splitting? Why? Compile. Okay, now it's showing. We add the name. Let me make an append node and do like this. 1 times space. And attach this. Just like that. Now there's a proper use for the name variable inside inside all items. Bring this up over there. Now as you can see here, I created the widget, but nothing happens after that. I'm gonna since the box is inside the HUD UI. I'm gonna do this. Take the HUD reference and get the text. I don't know what it's called. Pick up text box. Yes, this one. And do add children. I think add child. Yes. And put this after like that. The content is gonna be this. This is the content. Content means what child are we gonna put. If I hit play, compile and save, then play. If I pick up an item like this, test item, beef, like this, as you can see from over there, and then after a while it fades out, like that. But the problem is if I pick up so many stuff at once, as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. So I'm gonna do this. Once it adds the child in the pickup text box, we do scroll to end. This one. That's why we wanted the scroll box, so that so that we can do this. We want to make it constantly at the bottom. We organize this and put this like this. And now if I pick up things really quickly, it works properly. But we're gonna fix the scroll box in future episodes. We don't mind that right now. The reason this video was kind of messy, or not only because I forgot how things work in my project, but also that it inherited the mess from the last episode when we got this huge pile of bugs that we need to fix. So hopefully you followed properly and went on through the mess of broken code and blueprints, horrible blueprint structure and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.